You know what it is. We're back. Another episode. Meet the Innovators Radio. I'm your guy, the Namaste one. The chosen one, never frozen one. Check to your left and your right. She might be taken, son. Let's cue the drop.
I'm still not up on the almond.
Oh, no, Ross.
Rosé still frightened.
No, get the almond milk.
I just got up on 2% milk a couple years ago.
No. Get the almond milk.
Now y'all trying to conspiracy.
No.
And it's the question. Is it from the almond of the walnut? Is they squeezing it out of the peanut?
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
You know what it is. It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at Beat 100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you.
I'm from Carolina, but
You know what it is. It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio.
It's roots to the game. I'm glued to the pay. It's 6 in the morning.
What up, Big Plug?
Heading to my show like Truman. Bad.
What up, Pig? I see you.
I'm still not up on the almond. Rosé still frightened.
Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio. It is. It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. What up, Pig? I see you. At B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug?
Like Cardo, bring them drums in. It's middle of the summer and these hoes is ready. My speakers is knocking, my pockets is heavy. I'm checking my phone, stop by the 7-Eleven. In the parking lot chillin', I'm just counting the extra. I'm sticking to my mans cause his prices is better. I put some hammers on the 50 and I Louis my leather. My Thule Beretta, my Shuley, my Jetta. For surely I'm activated, clock in the check. I'm making the mad, I heard me the bag. I sherbet the jab, I'm Bernie the Mac. It's rules to the game, I'm glued to the pay. It's 6 in the morning, but I touch A. I'm in the back of the Maybach Puma. Heading to my show like Truman. Bad bitch in the kitchen, then she juicy. Put a kit on a horse, now it's moving. 3-piece ride, clock and play Olay. Put it in my palm, show me that you own it. Maybe hella fun, I wonder if she gone. 3-piece ride, 3-piece ride, 3-piece ride. Clock and play Olay. Put it in my palm, show me that you own it. Maybe hella fun, I wonder if she gone. 3-piece ride, 3-piece ride, 3-piece ride. Sliding through the point, I'm not a rap star. Bitch is 30 in the joint, but I don't want no squad. I really just be cool, but them jack boys heavy. What the fuck I'm gon' do? I'm paranoid as fuck. Everybody got a mask, and all my niggas up. Everybody got a stash. 3-piece ride. Baby girl, what's happening? I'm tryna get some money. I can fly you to the hand. 3-piece ride. Light skin and chop, hand wash and chop. Band for the eyes, caught on by surprise. My bitch rock a bar, my clip hold a lot. My whip auto drive. I smoke and I glide. just when I walk in, I be going all in. I'm ballin'. Three-piece ride. I get it out the truck. Nigga speaking of me, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Cause I three-piece ride. Clock and pay only. Put it in my palm. Tell me that you own it. Baby, have fun. I wonder if you born. Three-piece ride. Three-piece ride. Three-piece ride. Clock and pay only. Put it in my palm. Show me that you own it. Baby, have fun. I wonder if you born. Three-piece ride. Three-piece ride. Three-piece ride.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
Welcome to Meet the Innovators Radio, the podcast, your platform for amplifying Black voices and the creative arts. I'm your host, Shemu'el. Namaste, and I'm here to connect you with inspiring artists, thought-provoking discussions, and actionable tips to help you thrive on your creative journey. And we have another beautiful episode. Right here at the Ohio Media School. Give it up for the Ohio Media School. Right here at B100 Display Marketing. And I'm excited because this is episode 20. And we've given you 20 of them things. The last couple been real tough for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's been real tough. Me getting myself together and making sure I deliver. There's been so many times I've recorded something and I've deleted it and it's just not worked. It just did not work for me. I'm going to hire an editor eventually so it can get out of my hands. It's above me now. But right now it's not above me. Right now it's in me and it's on me. And sometimes when you're going through some things in life, man, I'm here to tell you, you got to delegate and you got to make sure you have a team around you so things can continue to move forward. You want things to continually move forward because you deserve the consistency in your life. And what I'm understanding is, that level of consistency is not done on a singular basis. It's done on a community level. And I just want to take this time to just shout out some people that along the way that has helped me get to this particular point. First of all, shout out to our subscribers, all of you guys in Substack land. Shout out to everyone that is on that particular grind that is tuned in. Shout out to y'all. Being tuned in, being locked in, doing your due diligence, being inspirational. This podcast is for you. And for some specific shout out to the folks who are specifically not saying Pacific, but specific. You folks that be saying Pacifically, Atlantically, you're wrong.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
But specifically, I want to shout out to Nat Turner of, she has a platform right here on Substack. I've shouted her out before. And
I don't have that answer.
Shout out for the Reiki that was sent my way. That is in effect in getting me on my way. I just want to, give you guys some game about what's going on in my life sometimes, right? And the people that are supporting. Shout out to my man Taekwon English. We have a good talk. We talk about a lot of great things. Keeps me encouraged, keeps me pushed forward. Shout out to Marlena Decan, Sapient Soul. Recently performed, had a performance. I want to say in Charleston, maybe misquoting that, but it was dope. All I remember seeing is a violinist and her doing dope stuff on the stage, and it was properly lit from a lot of different perspectives, but properly lit. If you can dig that. Yeah. And she just keeps being amazing and being my friend. So I thank these people, man, for being who they are and stepping up in a time where I need that in itself. Also want to shout out my sister. You've heard her on this podcast before, for helping me out. We've had a very tough few weeks, past month, and we've gotten through it, getting through it. There's more to do, most definitely. But thank you. You are amazing. All of you are amazing. Now, my sister may not hear the shout out because she don't be listening to the podcast, but that's okay. I'm not here to beg people to listen to the podcast. I'm here just to express myself. And I'm going to tell you guys, there's a lot that has been changed about me over the course of this past month. A lot. You may be able to hear it even in my tone. And that's okay, because change happens. Things happen. Things change. People grow. People don't grow. Either way, something changes. And when that change comes, we have to be in a position to receive, because you can't control change. None of us. We are a part of change. We are science. And that could be very tough for a lot of people when you're used to being in a position of making things happen, and you've been in a position of empowering people. And I was just having a conversation with a good friend, and we were just discussing just these particular type of changes that I can say has happened within myself. Just, I spent a lot of time by myself just thinking of time that has passed, thinking of how I have changed over time. Things that I believed very staunchly about, that I was immovable, how those things have actually, changed.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
I can sit here with you guys now and articulate it a little differently because we are together, and you guys are important to me as supporters of what we're doing here at Meet the Innovators Radio, brought to you by Display Marketing and B100 and HO Enterprises, Top Shelf Entertainment. You know what the vibes are.
It is your boy, Shemu'el XY.
And my knuckles cracking, man. Cracking my knuckles. But this particular space that I'm in now is very foreign. It's something I'm not quite used to. It's something I'm not quite fully prepared for. Yes, I'm here to tell you, SHEM is not fully prepared. And SHEM has to get even more prepared to ensure I'm in the position that I see myself in. And I went through a real challenging period, and I'm still really in the midst of that challenging period where, there was a way that I am naturally, there's a way that I naturally exist, put it that way. There's a natural way that I go about life. And sometimes that natural way is part of the conditioning that I've seen as a kid. And I'm here to just break down some real for y'all. The aspect of life is to, adapt, right? We want to adapt. And I knew young that I had to make different adaptations because of who I really was and who I wanted to be were not in alignment. Therefore, I had to spend more time really sitting with myself and understanding that gap between who you are and who you want to be. And my natural disposition based on the conditioning was to, when things go left and when things go bad, I go equally bad, even worse, because that's what I saw. I didn't see problem solving and conflict resolution in a healthy way growing up. Didn't see that at all. What I saw was chaos, anarchy, manipulation, violence, a lot of violence. And even as a kid, you know that what you're experiencing, what you're saying is wrong. You know, we all have a spirit about ourselves. We all have a soul about ourselves. And I knew as a youth what I was saying was not correct. Fast forward to me as an adult, even as a young adult going through marriage, even though I saw and I knew it was wrong, it was easy to fall into similar habits or the beginning stages of those habits when my own conflicts in my own house started to happen. The kicking and screaming, the cold energy, all of those particular things, the slamming of the cabinets, the punching of the walls, things you don't see on social media, you know, things that, you know, I'm protected from, you know, by a loved one and former loved one, you know, even entertaining other individuals that you know that don't have the same frequency or the same desire as you, but you're bored and you're upset with another situation, so you entertain it to distract you. Those are ways. But I will watch some of my friends, I will watch even TV show me a different way of being. My grandfather, the way he carried himself was a different way. The way he approached conflict was different. And that resonated with me because I was like, man, I think that is smooth. Like, you know, I rarely heard him raise his voice. Only time he would raise his voice is to sing. And if my grandmother was in a different room, that he would have to elevate his voice, obviously, for her to hear. And that in itself, I would just peep, you know, regardless of his physical condition, because he did have rheumatoid arthritis and, you know, he had to walk with a cane. He had hip replacement surgery. You know, the arthritis ran ramshot through his body. You know, he had to stop cutting hair because of the size of his knuckles and his inability to really grip. Regardless of those particular, what you consider inefficiencies or defects, he still got respect. You know what I'm saying? He still got respect. And I think about those particular things. I thought about those particular things. And I said, okay, so being violent doesn't necessarily get you to respect. You might be feared, but you're not truly respected. You're not truly loved in the way, beloved in the way that you may want to be. And there's points in my life where I wasn't quite beloved and I didn't have the behavior of a beloved individual. Whatever was going on in my life, I took it as it is and I moved forward. But it was very tough to look at myself in the mirror and say, this is who you are when these things will happen, because it was that reminder of what you went through as a kid. And my stepmother, Cynthia, God bless her soul, she's in angel's arms, as they would say. She's someone who I called mom. She said something to me on one of our last few conversations that we had on the phone. She said, childhood name insert here, you have more in you than you give yourself credit for. And the things that you saw from your parents, from your blood parents, don't worry about those things because you have something different in you than they did. Don't worry about repeating those mistakes because you have something different in you. And that could be very tough to hear because you're right there in the middle of the storm, but you have to trust it. And those words, you know, lifted me up that particular day because I was really going through it. And I had to learn patience, you know, with myself. And in between those conversations and, you know, my observances, I've had these particular challenges, and, you know, I've recognized challenges are going to happen as a part of life. It depends on who you are and what you have inside of you that's going to tell the tape on if you can truly overcome. And we all want to be overcomers.
I have every answer.
But if we're repeating the same mistakes, if we're repeating the traumas, the traumatic incidents that we've seen before that we overcame, we're not truly overcomers. So, here recently, you know, I had to make a very tough decision. And I didn't make that decision alone. You know, I did my best to, you know, keep it in-house and speak with the parties that were involved and, you know, give my heart, open up my heart. You know, don't be cold now. Open up your heart. Be very warm. And there were times where I had to bag out and zoom out so I don't, you know, make the other parties overwhelmed, overstimulated. You know, that was very tough. It is still very tough. You know, and I put myself in that position because I'm a man. And that's what men do. Right? That's what we've been told, at least. A man saying it to another man is just like repeating all the bad things in life, right? That's what a man does. We always say, you know, well, I'm not a utility, but we make ourselves very much utility. And, you know, so I'm not perfect. You know, I deal with life as it is and take it as it comes. And I sit and I think, I'm like, dang, I could have done that better. I could have said that better. And when I get another shot, sometimes people are very unaware on why I'm so passionate about this present opportunity, because they didn't see the mistakes prior. They didn't see the things that, you know, that I was fighting that night before or that day before, the week before. They just see me show up on the scene with a smile on my face, ready to rock and roll. But they have no idea that it was a journey getting back to that road. And to be honest with you, it's probably not their concern. So I'm just right here, you know, giving my heart to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm not boring y'all, man. If I am, just let me know. Just hit me up in the direct messages right here on Substack and say,
at Beat 100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you.
And say, hey, get out your head, man. We don't want to hear that all, you know, for 15 to 20 minutes. Talk about some other stuff. Tell me what Drake doing. And I'll do it. You know, I got y'all, man. Just meet the innovators. I want to, you know, empower somebody, enlighten someone out there. You know, leave a comment for me. Like, you know, I remember, you know, I remember this particular situation that I was in. And, you know, I really rocked with this particular person. You know, I really did. Regardless of like if it was a romantic situation or not, you know, I have this thing where when I like a person and I really rock with them, or I really want to support what they do, I follow my soul very fast, and I really try to, you know, show my scars to the person. Like, you know, I'm a regular individual, no matter how like you looked at me from my social media or whatever, but this is the real thing. This is who I really am. And it's sort of kind of like not a take it or leave it situation, but it's very much, if this thing is going to be real, these are the things you got to know and got to understand. Now, like I said earlier, that's the gap between who I am and who I want to be. And your partner or the person in your friendships and relationships, a lot of times they have an idea of who the person who the person you are and what they need out of that, and if you are actually hitting the mark or there are things that you need to improve upon, right? So I would hear these things that I would need to improve upon. Sometimes I would hit it, sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes I would say, well, I don't feel like you're taking the time to pay attention to the things that matter to me. And I'm starting to lose the need to care about the things that matter to you. Now, that's a very toxic thing, but it was very true. It had to be very true. Like, those are showing the scars because I'm feeling unheard and unseen, right? One of these individuals, the individual I'm speaking about was formerly a subscriber, I believe, right? There was someone who subscribed to the podcast,
You know what it is, it's your boy.
and I appreciated everything that was done in that time frame. But then I was like, there's another layer that I need from you, right? I need you to show your support now. I need you to show your support, sharing the podcast, make a comment. Don't text me, I really enjoyed that episode, when you're in a relationship now, right? So that's not quite appropriate for you to be texting me when you're involved, but you can still listen and you can still leave a comment and still share. And the person obliged, like, oh, I understand that, dope. I definitely will leave the comment. And it's been months, no comment.
I don't have that
So
answer. And I usually
that
have every
confirmed
answer.
like my feelings in the particular relationship, that there wasn't true support there. It was survival. It was like, yo, okay, this person is here and I don't want them to flip, this, that, and the third, because he does seem very passionate. So let me at least play like I'm supporting it. And, I appreciate that person putting the acting on. We're right here at Meet the Innovators Radio, and I am happy to spend this time with you guys. It's lit, cue the drop.
Still not up on the arm.
Oh, no. Ross.
Rose still frightened.
No. Get the almond milk.
You know what
I
it is,
just
it's
got
your
up
boy.
on
Shemu'el
2% milk a couple years
No.
ago.
Get the almond milk.
Now y'all trying to conspiracy.
No.
And it's the question. Is it from the almond of the walnut? Is they squeezing it out of the peanut?
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer. I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
Shout out to Khaled, shout out to Ross. We're gonna get you guys a new drop. We're gonna get to some music on this other side of the break. We're right here on Meet the Innovators Radio. This is the 20th episode, and we getting a little more personal for this one. So, lock in. Tell me what's up. Share the podcast. Let's get to the business right here on the world's greatest podcast in the world. Not world like champ, because we don't. Yeah.
You know what it is, it's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at Beat 100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you.
Baby, I'm the main attraction. Always show up in fashion. Yeah, they come from me, who asked it? It's like a chain reaction. Yeah, they hate for the reaction. If they don't get no traction, baby, I'm a star. You know I'm bad. They call themselves a dime. Then I'm a quarter piece. Put a big lighter to the friends that I'll be serving tea. They swear they never heard of me. Well, fuck around and see. I give these men the third degree. He love our chemistry. Don't fuck with me, it's God you see. I know they envy me. They hate how people love on me. That's green with jealousy. Can't fuck.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
Fuck a man with no ambition. 100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you.
Okay, yeah, am I right? See what fuck if you like me? Pipe it up, do it, y'all. Okay, trying to set a seat, but she can do it like me. Big stepper, baby, heavy on it. You got light feet. Walking pressure, I put Coogee on my Coogee.
You know what it is? It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you. You know what it is? It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug?
In my white, yep, in my white tee, in my white, yep, in my white, in my white,
What up, Pig? I see you.
in my white.
Okay, yeah, am I right? See what fuck if you like me? Pipe it up, do it, y'all. Bitch, type beat. Okay, trying to steal the steam, but she can't do it like me. Big stepper, baby, heavy on it. You got light feet. Walking pressure, I put Coogee on my Coogee. This ain't Zoomies, ho, it's Gucci. YSL blend with the Looney. On my granny like a movie. Pop a football on Stewie. Then I let your favorite niggas put a loogie in my booty. Make it rain, you make it dewy. Put your verse and said fooey. Triple Z them bars roofy. Laughing cause these bitches goofy. Wear the pay up the loosely. Ain't no beggar cause I'm choosy. Sipping something got me woozy. My cup thick as Rennie Rucci. Poppin' shit, you smell the dookie. Ain't no shooter, but my nigga make that Glock sing like Pussy.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Huh.
Okay, okay.
Ah.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
In my white tee, stumping in these Nikes. I'm a Capricorn, but she wet just like a Pisces. Too enticing. Oh, I think she like me. I'm a lover boy, but I still do your ass slimy. See, I'm the man up in this bitch. Too humble, but poppin' shit. All this jewelry on my body, I ain't looking like a lick. Off this Scotty, she too hottie. Shorty on her baddie shit. But her money, she ain't playing around on that caddy shit. Nigga pass me the mic, bout to do it like Damon. I just left them boys to drown, man. Nobody is saving them. The way I'm kicking all these flows, got my chest caving in. If you play with me, you sold. Ain't no way we gon' make amends.
Bad bitch walking, money talking, pockets clean. I'm the freshest nigga walking like I'm dipping Listerine. You see my pearly whites, bottle 6 dipped in gold. Trust a nigga word, before I go play in my nose. You's a junkie nigga. Them demons fighting back, you was my type of nigga. Now them perkies on your back, question how you figure. You can treat me like them hoes, $2 over there. Over here don't make no noise. Face designer like you poppin', and still can't dress. D&G perfume, make me smell like sex. Ain't got no problem pulling niggas, but the women the best. Aging like fine wine, you burnt out at best. I pops flavor, your nigga side piece, say him for later. I'm only chasing paper, I know this shit's a hater. Wipe me down, I set it off, no pussy fader. I put that on my paper. Bitch, we don't play like that. Get a nigga whacked off, hate to play like that. Yeah, I put that on the city, on the map like that. Keep your hands off the body, you ain't built like that.
In my white, yep, in my white tee, in my white.
You know what it is? It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you. You know what it is? It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you. Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you.
From the almond of the walnut? Is they squeezing it out of the peanut?
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
Black money slides, I still gon' run up a check. She black mixed with ears, and she a fool with that neck. Nigga, fuck that money, I spend that shit on the necklace. Houston bitch with a fat ass, get shit bigger in Texas. I don't beef with niggas, cause they in on my bracket. 30-40 off a flip while niggas waiting on taxes. Probably 5 to 7, I get caught with that ratchet. 5-10 racks, put a nigga in the casket. Niggas in like me, I don't give a fuck cause I act. Give a fuck about the price, if I want him, I grabbing it. I see a bad bitch, if I want her, I grabbing her. Fuck your man, I hope he scrap cause I move around with the savages. Bag snow and meds, what you want cause we have shit. 600-700 on the cool white averaging. Yeah, I like that Cuban mink on white with a carrots. I shop at high market, shop gold, that's embarrassing. I thought this shit been rap, so why niggas actin'? Low Cali fresh, how county knock his hat backwards. And I still a stable, but I ain't a capper. And we still trappin', but I still jack. Niggas think they hard and got a tear tattoo. Then get shot in the head and shit swear like papoose. Pounds come from the bit, they gon' make this trap move. Nigga, I long money, no ears, just call me long food. Black money slides, I still gon' run up a check. She black mixed with ears and she a fool with that neck. Nigga, fuck that money, I spend that shit on the necklace. Houston bitch with a fat ass, get shit bigger in Texas. I don't beef with niggas cause they in on my bracket. 30-40 off a flip while niggas waiting on taxes. Probably 5 to 7, I get caught with that ratchet. 5-10 racks, put a nigga in the casket.
You know what it is, it's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you. You know what it is, it's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at B100 Radio SC. What up, Big Plug? What up, Pig? I see you. What up, Pig? I see you.
summer hoe. Fresh tail like lemonade. Feeling fine on this good day. He say I'm a 10, he ask I've been going up for the last decade. Don't ask what I do or how I do it. I don't chase the bag, I just get to it. Bitch, try to copy, need to redo it. I'm really about that, I really do it. Money tall, real tall towers. Make it rain, miss money showers. Halfway in the year, already been here. Standing my ground like a frontier. Fly away, you cannot get near. We're not friends, we're just peers. Weird. Hey, we're not friends, we're just peers. Multiply that by a case. Slaughter your daughter your face. Lay that hoe down to her place. I said, lay that hoe down to her grave. Step into a different drum. West side is where I'm from. Heavy motion, weigh a ton. Eating these bitches up down to the crumbs. Well, call up your hoes. I mean, shit, you gon' call up your bros. It's the guy hot in the summer. No city girl, I don't act up, I cut her. One of one, yeah, I put that on gunner. Honey bun, my skin smooth like some butter. Catch me outside with my buns out. Don't give a fuck about it smoking, it's too loud. They don't trust in me, but loving me. Better think twice before you come for me. I don't really need the company. Pardon me, you not my cup of tea. They bugging, acting me like a bunch of nets. Addicted to me cause they feeding that. Been taking the shirt off my back. Bitch, I'm red like a needle in haystacks. Plans private, move silent. Look at the sky, see new horizons. Got blink at your chin, I make big deposits, that mean big profits. Wipe me down, no tissue. Bitch, you see, I chew. Play the blinking, now we firing at you. Crushing these souls in my brand new shoes.
You know what it is. It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio.
Plus a double degree. Pussy so good, he buy double the fees. Put the heavy on me. He said he like I'm not easy to please.
Oh, you ain't tryna do nothing? What you mean? I'm tryna see that big booty bobble out of them jeans. And if you do it right, then you might just be on the team. Just bring it to me tight and you might just leave with a ring. I'm talking about that sit back, kick back, throw that bitch back on the dick, make a nigga wanna call her dispatch. She the shit, so every time she call, I'm gonna get that and I'm
Is they squeezing it out of the
Hey baby, how you doing? If you don't know, my name is Purdy. How this young nigga coming? I'm thugging straight out that ugly. Seen you from across the room and little baby, you looking lovely. I see that you got that bubble, so baby, gon' let me bust it. I ain't coming here with nothing but a little stack of shit. So make your way to the section and make it clap and shit. I really just came in here to see you break that little bag of shit. Go around and do a split, make it nasty, get on that ratchet shit. You know you got that big body, G-Wagon, 4matic. I'm trying to get that bitch and put it up in traffic and smash it. I promise you that once I get it, that big purdy won't crash. I'm trying to get that bitch and digit dash it, let right. Oh, you ain't trying to do nothing? What you mean? I'm trying to see that big booty bobble out of them jeans. And if you do it right, then you might just be on the team. Just bring it to me tight and you might just leave with a ring. I'm talking about that slick back, kick back, throw that bitch back on the dick, make a nigga wanna call her dispatch. She the shit, so every time she call, I'm gonna get that and I'm where you going? Come here. Damn, baby, why you come in here dressed like that? You got a man, baby. I'm trying to fuck no strings attached, yeah, that's the plan, baby. Hope you got no problem with that, you just a fan, baby. Can't wipe you up and that's a fact. I see that bitch one little message, now she all in my room naked. She say I like how you steppin' them diamonds hit on your necklace, but I don't think you can check it. I throw it back, you might wreck it. I think Lil' Shawty from Texas, she got them knees just like Megan. I told her say that shit, bitch, say that shit, bitch, say that shit, bitch, say that shit, bitch. Oh, you ain't tryna do nothing? What you mean? I'm tryna see that big booty bobble out of them jeans. And if you do it right, then you might just be on the team. Just bring it to me tight and you might just leave with a ring. I'm talking about that slick back, kick back, throw that bitch back on the dick, make a nigga wanna call her dispatch. She the shit, so every time she call, I'm gonna get that and I'm
know what it is. It's your boy, Shemu'el XYZ. Shemu'el Namaste on Meet the Innovators Radio at 100 Radio SC. What up, big bro?
Oh Lord, Jesse made another
I did this shit all by my lonely nigga. Ain't no opponent. You got smoke, just let me know so I'm on it. That gas, my aroma, shit be hitting like the thunder. Oh, that's your partner, nigga. Fuck you and your home. I did this shit all by my lonely nigga. Ain't no opponent. You got some smoke, just let me know so I'm on it. That gas, my aroma, shit be hitting like the thunder. Oh, that's your partner, nigga. Fuck you and your home. Nigga, fuck you and your clique. I'm with that shit. No, young nigga, keep that stick. Run up on here, nigga, gon' get flipped. I don't know who the fuck they think I am. Got me confused. Go against the grain, and you know you gon' lose. One little fame, put his ass on the news. I don't know about yours, all mine gon' shoot. Top back to my rats out the roof. Shit, mob, but the hundreds all blue. Big guap, but shit like flu. Ball fuck ass niggas excluded. You don't like me, but you listen to my music. Like Nike, young nigga, just do it. Sit him on the blitz, let his ass go stupid. Right around my dick, acting like a little group. I guess, I get it. For the money, say the shit that come with it. Cause my mom still stuck in the trenches. Ain't none of y'all give me one penny. Like I P how young boss living. Tryna stack big rats to the ceiling. Still don't give a fuck about none of y'all feelings. I did this shit all by my lonely nigga. Ain't no opponent. You got some smoke, just let me know so I'm on it. That gas, my aroma, shit be hitting like the thunder. Oh, that's your partner, nigga. Fuck you and your home. I did this shit all by my lonely nigga. Ain't no opponent. You got some smoke, just let me know so I'm on it. That gas, my aroma, shit be hitting like the thunder. Oh, that's your partner, nigga. Fuck you and your home.
I'm a young CEO to some game. Got some young niggas stepping on niggas. I double all day, eat a reach with my chain. Real shooters in the back, no cap. Real shooters, they ain't got no dreads. And I'm a performance, don't care if it's school, I'ma come stick up like the feds. Told her shawty over there, I don't want nobody, girl, just give me some head. And I just can't be fucking on anybody, cause you know that these hoes got bodies. And a lot of niggas didn't dish me on my life, ain't that nigga trapping. These niggas be capping, rapping, talking about they got these bodies. Why you ain't got nobody? Shit, I be fly, sell no pilot, niggas watching niggas capping, had some pressure on the other side, I heard them niggas fly. All that internet shit, that shit the dope, the Fed be watching, they locked my ass up for a video, said it was game value.
I did this shit all by my lonely nigga. Ain't no opponent. You got some smoke, just let me know so I'm on it. That gas, my aroma, shit be hitting like the thunder. Oh, that's your partner, nigga. Fuck you and your home. I did this shit all by my lonely nigga. Ain't no opponent. You got some smoke, just let me know so I'm on it. That gas, my aroma, shit be hitting like the thunder. Oh, that's your partner, nigga. Fuck you and your home.
And it's the question, is it from the almond of the walnut? Is they squeezing it out of the peanut?
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every
And we're
answer.
back. I hope you guys rocking with the tunes, rocking with, the flyers. I'm DJing myself, so shout out to DJ Shimmy Auto on that, the auto one. And so, yeah, it's been a lot going on in the community. And, we talked about last episode. Shout out to those who tuned in. We talked about the new candidates, and was Tim Walz has been chosen as the running mate for the incumbent executive in office. Are we calling Kamala Harris President Harris? Because if Biden had COVID and he had to sit down for a while and set his duties down, did that mean for that period of time Vice President Harris was running the country, and therefore she's the incumbent, and therefore she's chosen a new running mate? I don't know.
And I usually have every answer.
Yeah, it's about to get very interesting. It's about to get very interesting, and I'm very happy that the sexualization has toned down. Ever since we talked about it on last episode, and I'm sorry that it may have aired a little behind, but that the whole hot dogs in the mouth and all those deep fake videos, I'm glad that doesn't pop up on my algorithm anymore, like, honestly. And I just don't understand what the opposition gets out of that. I'm bipartisan, independent, in the middle. Both sides has to prove to me that they're worth my vote. And I want to tell you guys, Withholding your vote is a political act as well. I'm sorry. That's not the status quo. That's not what people like to hear. That's not what I was taught to say for the voter, board of elections and all of these particular things. I'm speaking from a guy who graduated, who studied politics and studied various movements across the world. And protest is protected by the Constitution. And if you're protesting your vote because you do not identify with a candidate anywhere on the ballot, that's including the Green parties, that's including independent parties. If you look at that ballot and you say none of these individuals have done enough to get my vote, that act of protest is still political, right? That's a whole different conversation than those people say, I don't do politics. We're not talking about them, right? Because those people, have a lot more work to do. We're talking about the people who willfully say, I'm not voting this year. That is an act. That is a political act. So I'm just sitting back, man, and just taking it in because it's an interesting time. It's very interesting. In election years, we have the Olympics. You notice that? And the Olympics are in the summer. In the election cycle, the actual staging, the actual voting days is after that in the fall. Y'all don't find that weird? They get you all patriotic during the summer. Flags everywhere. Nobody's talking about Trump. Nobody's talking about, Harris, Vice President Harris. We are talking about the breakdancers. Shout out to the breakdancers, man. Hip hop has come a long way. Hip hop has come a long way, man. We got to give it up. Hip hop has come a long way. Hip hop is in the Olympics. What's next? Graffiti? MCing? Yo, if they have an MC battle, if they have battle rap in the Olympics, it's going crazy. Smack, get me on the phone and let me produce. I need that bag. Hip hop has come a long ways, man. We have to give it up. Give it up for hip hop, man. Super dope. Super dope. Now, the people who are competing, however, from various countries, you guys need to get some diversity. Just put it that way. I understand that hip hop is translated to other cultures. I understand that. But you cannot forget the culture it came from. And that has to stay in representation. I would love to see like Crazy Legs being one of the judges. I would have loved to see LL Cool J introduce who's going to be competing. Who were those judges that raised those arms? Who are those guys? Right? Were they from the Bronx? That's interesting. But I'm happy to see hip hop get to where it's at. And that's it's only 51 years old. So in 50 years, half a century, we're able to get to one of the largest stages in the world, the global stage. So you can't tell me, you can't tell me what God can't do. Shout out to hip hop. Shout out to the forefathers for putting together a culture that we can identify with and be proud of. Speaking of hip hop, though. Speaking of hip hop. Y'all notice Kendrick done went back quiet. Back cold. Pop out. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. Then you go back to sleep. But let me tell y'all, There's another dude on that West Coast that deserves maybe not that same level of pomp and circumstance that Kendrick gets, but respect, hip hop respect. He's giving you that same ilk that I would say Rick Ross had in those mid 2000s, early 2010s, late 2010s. That same grandeur, exquisite nature. He's giving you that vibe, and he's giving it that not just that luxury feel, but that Bay Area swag and that Bay Area realness. He's extending the message of the OGs of the West. And I'm talking about OGs like E40, Too Short. Those guys that held it down before the Pox and whatnot had this shit jumping. This guy, Larry June, man, does it again. Larry June does it again. Doing it for me this time, though. Not for me, but he's doing it for him. I saw that he had a listening session, and it was hosted by B. Shout out to B. And you know what was odd to me, though, and I did not quite like it, is the crowd. What are y'all doing? You're not doing good. You sit down, you get yourself a nice bottle of Clico for a section of you and a few fun, you know, teens, and you soak in the vibe. It was a whole lot of chatter in the background when I seen my boy show the clip. What y'all was talking about back there? When he was playing out, I'm just cleaning my house. I'm just cleaning my room. I'm just cleaning my house. Whichever one is that, y'all should have been quiet, because the melody, the vibe on there, crazy. He does it again. Now I would say I've listened to this Doing It For Me project, and it is I would say one of my favorite Larry Junes, because it is recent. But I'm still holding up Orange Print, The Great Escape, a little above this one. A little bit above this one. Orange Print was hard. Y'all got to go back. You got Intercepted on there with Money Man. It's some joints on there. Wait For Me is on there. You know, it's some joints on there. Larry June does it again, y'all. Y'all go tap in with that Larry June project. It's some heat, right? It's some heat. And it keeps being better. You know, pivoting to some Carolina stuff, you know. Got this take for y'all, right? I posted it on Twitter. Shout out to the X platform. Make sure you guys are following B100 Radio SC. It's in South Carolina. I said, if Ja Morant, I did this observation. If Ja Morant, y'all notice how cold the media got on Ja Morant? Y'all notice that? Y'all don't see his highlights of dunking on people and stuff no more. Y'all barely see memes of him holding the gun, calling him John Wick or Ja Wick. Barely now, right? It's cold. And this is I want you guys to pay attention, because this is how the media plays. They flood you when it's up, and then they go ice cold when everybody's agreed that you're supposed to be cold. But if he did not have those scandals, he would have been representing, just like Asia. He would have been representing South Carolina, representing those Memphis Grizzlies in the past two Olympics. If they got Derek White up there, they definitely would have had Ja Morant. If they had Drew Holiday up there, even though Drew Holiday is a super defender, they definitely would have had Ja Morant up there. But this is what, you know, this is what we say, kids. Whenever you want to be hood, But being hood comes with its consequences. And sometimes those brands, they do not want to stand next to the hood. Tell me when has a brand want to stay next to the hood? Rock with the hood. When? So, you know, you're getting millions of dollars and yeah, you want to rep. But if they're not on that same type of time and seeing where you're going to go, they're going to cost you money. And I guarantee you, y'all, if Ja could take it back, seeing how many opportunities and money he has lost since then, he definitely would take it back. They need to interview him now. See, they interviewed him a little early, right? You can tell that it had not truly registered with him. He was still reading the PC scripted apology. Seems like it. I'm speculating. The consequences had not fully hit him yet. I don't even know if he was suspended yet, but he's been suspended. He's had injuries and he's missed out on opportunities, huge opportunities. That Olympic gold, you can take that somewhere now. Listen, I'm not the super patriotic guy right here on Meet the Innovators. But I will say, I'm not the super patriotic guy at all. I'm gonna repeat that again.
I don't have that answer, and I usually have every answer.
But I will say, that gold, you can do some things in the country and across the world with it. It's gonna bring you some bigger bags. You're gonna get to bigger interviews. And Ja is one of the most emerging stars, one of the emerging stars in the NBA right now. And I can tell that they're doing their best to media train him, to get him right. You ain't even seen his dad like that. You notice that? You ain't seen Usher Heyman. You ain't seen him. There's a reason for that. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. This is your platform for amplifying Black creatives. And I'm your host. I'm your guy. We're going to get back to this music thing. We're going to come back around for some more talk with your boy. This is episode 20 of Meet the Innovators Radio. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, sir. We're back. And, you know, the interviews are going to keep rolling in. We have some more interviews booked up. You know, just want to shoot a big shout out to our partners at Love Our Hustle podcast. Shout out to Fan Bros Anthony Duan. And also shout out to Kevin Jett and Marquise Arnold of the Black Opal TV network and their new podcast, Central Ohio Creatives. That is Central Ohio Creatives. Shout out to them as well. Potential display marketing client. The deal is almost done. I spoke of it too soon, but for our subscribers, for you listeners out there, just know we coming. Make sure you guys follow them as well. And you know, this is your guy here. I got some more things up my sleeve. I'm producing content now. I'm directing content now, a little bit more here in Columbus. So things are really taking off for me. And so these obstacles that I spoke about earlier in this particular episode, I understand what the value of them are, and I understand what is being done. So you guys keep me lifted in your prayers and keep me going. I got some more music for you guys. And this is the 20th episode. I'm just kicking it with you all. And we will see you on the other side. It's no secret that the creative path can be challenging. But remember, you are not alone. And in this segment, we'll share some inspirational quotes. Or actually just a story this time, to keep you motivated and moving forward. And we're going to keep it in the Olympics, actually. I saw a stat that the women's basketball team has not lost since 1992. Undefeated. I see what's going on. There's a pivot. You guys need to start paying them women. Paying them women, because I'm telling you, their game is becoming way more exciting. They're putting the right influencer athletes in place to attract other women, younger women athletes. And to know they haven't lost since 92. That's crazy. That's real dominance. Gold across the board. Big shout out to them for always pressing forward. In 96, they weren't getting paid like that. It was still a relatively new thing. 2000, they weren't getting paid like that. 04, 08. Brands are just getting there now. So we got to shout out the ladies, man. We got to give them an applause. You know, it's super dope. I see the work that's going on. And I want you guys to keep it rocking. Keep inspiring us. You know, I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you guys' effort and energy for tuning in. Thank you for joining us on Meet the Innovators Radio, the podcast on B100 Radio through Substack. Remember, you have the power. You have the power to create. You have the power to inspire. You have the power to make a difference. Keep chasing your dreams and using your voice to uplift your community. Don't die. Stay lit. And also, make sure you subscribe to the podcast for more inspiring content. Follow Display Marketing, Marketing with No Vowels, Display MRKTNG. Make sure you guys are following myself, Shemu'el Auto. You already know it's up right here, mtiradio.substack.com. Thank you for your time.
What up, pig? I see you. What up, pig? I see you.